Alright, last time we beat the Draglord, and this time we're back on the normal map, going after Libra, because I couldn't fight the Draglord or the Balancers. He's doing a bit of slippy slidey. But yeah, couldn't fight either the DLC bosses without having a teammate go Undertaker, so I'm gonna go up against one of the base bosses. And we're getting a bit of lag. But my first time playing the Undertaker. I want to see how she does, how she plays. This mace has good range. We can put that on. Wouldn't let me move the weapon. Okay, but moving on. Moving on. This has better damage. And Sacred Order, which I like Sacred Order a lot more. It has like half of the range, but it still has better damage. And we like better damage here. Oh boy. That was a whole lot of lag. Swing and a miss. Oh! My bones. My sweet, supple, undertaking bones. Wing and a miss. I was gonna say bird brain, but you're not a bird. I don't know what you are. Well, you're dead. Oh, that's something. Having recovery speed. And we can move on. I'd like to get this, if that is at all possible. Sacred Scorpion Charm, I'd rather not. Like, yeah, more damage, sure, cool, but I also prefer having as much defense as possible. Since I tend to take hits, trade hits. Got stuck in his armpit. So I couldn't exactly go for the critical. Just slam into him a bit. We got the win. We got the kill, so it was worth it. 20k. Level 6. I suppose we can do this. And then head for the church. Battle mages. One battle mage is going to be here. Oh. Yeah, you coward. Alright, he refuses to give me the honorable 1v1 because he's a coward. And so we're not going to give him the honorable 1v1. So that's how that works. You get what you give. And if you're not willing to give an honest duel, you're not gonna get an honest duel. More poise is appreciated. I can already tell that I'm not going to be using her skill much. Even if her skill is, like, objectively very useful, I'm still just not gonna use it. It doesn't matter how easy it is, it doesn't matter how convenient it is, it doesn't matter how useful it is. It just doesn't register in my brain that it's something to be used. And I can already tell that. Although her ult is one of the ones that takes 75% instead of the full 100%, I think. And so ow. Get 100. So a bit more damage. Beautiful. That could go to either of them. No, ooh. It makes you auto sprint, like her ability. Using it makes you auto sprint, and it changes your dodge, which really throws me off. Like, if it was just a different dodge, if it was purely just a different dodge, I'd probably use it more. But the fact that it makes you auto sprint, that just throws me off. Especially because I do a lot of moving back and forth, and when jogging, that's totally fine. 81, 81. Strength and faith. Okay. But as you can see there, Urgely's Favor, very useful. Very good, but I didn't pick it up. Because I like to be a team player. I like to give my teammates things rather than take them for myself. You there! That did not stop him at all. He did not care whatsoever. That's crazy. All resistance is up. Cough, cough. Resistance to frenzy. I was going to say, where's the team at? Because all three of us, I know for a fact that we have enough time to kill this guy and keep moving. Look at that. Even without Iron Eye, we still had enough time to kill him. And keep moving. 114, 112. And do that so that way we have two good things. Would have dropped the less likely to be targeted to the Iron Eye. But he chickened out. He decided to not help us in the fight. I very well might still drop it to him. Just because, as I said, I do like being a team player. I like helping the team. Look at that boss out. And also the perfumer that's also there. The significantly lower threat of the two. Between them and the high page. I took them both out by myself. So Undertaker's kind of strong. Although getting Freya is unfortunate. Freya is by far my least favorite night boss. Not even close. I'm gonna drop this less likely to be targeted. The Iron Eye after. Like after this boss. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. The triple Undertaker ult. The triple loathsome hex. I was out of stamina. I couldn't dodge. Doing a good job of just base tanking though. less likely to be targeted there. Improved dodging, I will happily always take that. Move out of the way. Oh, is that some, like, side effect? Kind of like the rain when walking? Nah. I'll stick with damage and range. Also, yeah, the strength and faith is nice. That's actually something I tend to stick to. Like, I have a default character for every game. And there's some variation between them, but most of them are pretty solidly, like, strength characters with a bit of faith. Oh. This is one of the hardest bosses in the game. I'm here by myself. They're coming, but going a bit slower than I'd like. However, I was about to say, however, I'm goated and know how to press the dodge button. And then I took a great sword to the mouth. So what? Clearly not, I suppose. I'm focusing too much on my stamina bar and not enough on the guy with a weapon trying to kill me. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see the dodge. You'll love to see the successful dodge. You'll love to see the triple Undertaker ult. If we were running triple Undertaker, we could see the 9-tuple ult. I don't know what the word for that would actually be. Too many. Not enough. Not enough would be the word. Critical hits inflict blood loss. Yeah, armament inflicts blood loss after performing a critical. Gonna drop that for after we kill this boss. We can take a hit. I recorded this part and the previous two parts. My 2 attempts against the Dreadlord. Back to back to back. And in one of them, I believe, my first attempt against the Dreadlord. I mentioned how some people think that Loretta is the hardest boss. And I can understand that, because she's got a lot of health. And does good damage. But I just don't really struggle against her. That's the thing for Iron Eye. Not me. Who am I to take what belongs to the eye made of iron? I am simply a brass woman. This is the brass set, right? I'm so bad with names. But I'm pretty sure this is the brass set. If I'm wrong about that, I will cry. Because I really like this set. It's not very good defensively, but it looks so good. It's such a good looking set. And I put Fashion Souls above all else. I love to see it. I rolled too early. Which you don't love to see. However, a dead moose. Or whatever that is. You do love to see that. Excessive attacks, so why not? 75k. There's that, but do we really need that? I mean, this is base Libra we're talking about. Go for it. I was gonna say tunnel, but both of them have a purple weapon. So that would be entirely for me. And I might run into a purple weapon. I have one here, but... eh. A swing and a miss. My leg fell asleep again. I have such a bad sitting position. Like, my leg routinely falls asleep. As a result of just how I sit. I'm gonna take that. Beautiful lightning pot. And we can move on. And I'm going to go out of my way. I'm not, but for the sake of comedy, we're gonna say that I'm gonna go out of my way to find a dog. Because dogs in this series are a little evil. Not as evil as some people claim, but just a little wee bit evil. You. I love to see it. I committed, and I was rewarded for committing. Remember, hesitation is death. Panic is death. Always commit 100%, always. More health. Dead enemies. Just commit. And you will win. Don't let fear hold you back. You are stronger than you believe. As long as you pump enough points into your health bar, you will survive. You might think that's a joke, but I'm being serious. My last Elden Ring run, like, after leaving Limgrave, I did not level up any of my damaging stats. I got them to where they needed to be. I was critical hitting nothing. But my brain just broke. There were so many sounds. Dog. Anyways. But yeah, after leaving Limgrave, I legitimately did not level any of my damaging stats. I just cranked health and stamina. And I mean, like, I did eventually level my damaging stats. But I pushed health and stamina. Sorry, health and endurance. What's the health stat called in Elden Ring? Vitality, I think? I'll be fine without it. I'll be fine without it. But yeah, I just pushed health and stamina to 60. Just completely ignored my damaging stats. And I mean, didn't use any buffs like Golden Vow or like Greases, anything like that. Just didn't bother with them. And my damage was okay. Like, it wasn't great, but it was serviceable. And it was a pretty good time. And if you've never tried that, I would highly suggest it. Look, I guess the no buffs is a little bit of a lie. Because I did use the, like, I don't remember what it's called. But the one where you, like, throw a projectile. Sacred Blade, that's what it's called. I use Sacred Blade specifically for dealing with skeletons and deathrite birds. But outside of that, I didn't use any weapon buffs. Speaking of deathrite birds. And you know what? Ow. And we can just keep going. We can keep swinging. We can use this again. Get even more damage in. Roll back, get the critical hit. You'll love to see it. Bit of flare in that. Slam, slam, wham, bam. I'll thank you when the Deathbreak bird is dead. Which it's about to be. Thank you, ma'am. All three of these are good. I'm gonna go with the damage negation because I always pick defense over damage. I don't need to, like, I'm generally good enough to survive. But still. Crimson Burst, my beloved. I'll let one of them have that. You know what? I'll upgrade. I'm sticking with it. I'm committing. Wilder's great sword, we're running with it. Drop that because they don't have magic damage. Stretch. I can probably give my opinions on them now. They're strong. They're actually really good. And as a strength character, not a quality character like Wilder, but as a strength character, I prefer them miles above Raider. Raider, he was very tanky, but he was very slow. Undertaker, not as tanky, but also not nearly as slow. And she also, weirdly enough, has better range. So, faster, better range. I prefer Raider's skill, but everything else, I prefer Undertaker. Make your choice. Foolish. So, I just see her as the superior Raider. And she's fun. I personally don't like her ability. But I mostly don't like it because of how it makes you auto-run. And the auto-run messes with me. But yeah, you can see, like, I move back and forth a lot. And with the skill, yeah, you can see they have like a skirting animation. Like that. Where they have to like stop and brace themselves. When running from one direction to another. And so, if they just didn't have that, or just got rid of the auto run entirely, then I'd like it a lot more. But outside of that one, like, personal nitpick that I have. I like her moveset. I like hammers. Not a big fan of the two-handed moveset, but that's how dual-wielding hammers always is. That's not specific to her. So, that's a hammer problem, not a her problem. And outside of that, which, like, outside of the dual-wield hammer set, which she works perfectly fine without, by the way. Outside of that, and the skill giving her an auto run, outside of those two things, I really enjoy her. Now, I don't really know her personality or, like, story yet, because this is my first time playing and I haven't gotten to do any of her remembrances yet, or read her journal. So we'll get to that when we get to that, but when it comes to gameplay, I like her. She's fun, she's strong. Beat Libra with nothing but a Wilder's Greatsword. Probably because Wilder's Greatsword is OP. Probably because Greatswords are OP. But Undertaker? She's fun. I like her. So, yeah.